The future appears extremely grim for the Duke and Duchess of Hypocrisy. After a close to 4-year stint at the university, however, despite their efforts, there's no tangible proof of their accomplishments. Will they be able to find a solution to their problems and recover, or will they continue to deteriorate? Hello, with all the regal splendor, we warmly welcome you to the Princess Diana News channel. Now, let's get to the video. According to Camilla Tominey's article in The Telegraph, Meghan and Harry's week was undeniably unusual. There were rumors circulating that Harry and Meghan intended to disregard the King's 75th birthday festivities scheduled for Tuesday. However, shortly after the release of this information, a representative for Meghan and Harry promptly denied any discussions about an invitation to His Majesty's upcoming birthday. Shortly after the incident, an individual claiming to have insider knowledge implied that the news was intentionally released as a diversion tactic from the King and Queen's recent trip to Kenya. During their visit, His Majesty was confronted with demands for an apology pertaining to Britain's colonial history. According to this source, as the trip to Kenya wasn't successful, this could be a much-needed diversion. However, the issue lies in the fact that the trip did not go smoothly. I cannot comprehend the logic behind this situation, both in the past and present. I am aware that their life's purpose revolves around attempting to disrupt the monarchy, with a particular focus on the King, Queen, Prince William, and Princess Catherine. However, their actions only serve to further diminish their standing, without yielding any results. By this point, no one is being deceived by them. Later, Scaby emerged on Twitter, or something like that, now known as X, raising doubts about the King and Queen's disconnected image as they strolled on a red carpet specially prepared for them at Nairobi National Park. Contrary to expectations, Kenyans did not take offense to their presence on the red carpet. In truth, their refusal to step on the red carpet would have been deemed disrespectful. Regarding the assertion of the trip to Kenya being unsuccessful, it can be confidently stated that it was indeed a triumph. I believe the notion that the King bears a greater responsibility to atone for Britain's history of colonization is untrue. Neil Wigan, the UK High Commissioner to Nairobi, stated that the Kenyans expressed no desire for the King to offer an apology. I have encountered numerous individuals from the affected communities, and interestingly, the majority of them are primarily concerned with moving forward and finding better ways to collaborate. A majority of Kenyans are highly enthusiastic about the visit. Camilla Tominey suggests that the Sussexes might have used their own strategy when they denied celebrating a birthday, coinciding with reports of them attending a private jet concert by Katy Perry. I completely agree with Camilla's perspective. Meghan and Harry have previously made strategic use of projection to cast a negative light on the royal family. However, similar to previous occasions, this attempt also proved unsuccessful as the public is simply not gullible enough. We won't simply accept Meghan and Harry's claims without further scrutiny. We require evidence. Meghan and Harry clearly demonstrate hypocrisy in their actions. I fail to understand why they believed that arranging a private jet trip for a date night to attend a Katy Perry concert in Las Vegas would enhance their reputation. However, their plans did not unfold as expected, leading to detrimental outcomes and further diminishing their image. If their intention was to receive favorable media attention, it is evident that they did not carefully consider their actions, is my only remark. Due to climate change, the degradation of our natural resources, the threat to beloved wildlife, the detrimental effects of plastics and microplastics, and the release of fossil fuel emissions, our cherished home is at risk for both present and future generations. Currently, the Sussexes appear to be amidst a period of uncertainty regarding their sense of identity. Initially, immediately following MEGXIT, they presented themselves as worldwide humanitarians. In the past, they heavily emphasized their commitment to continue performing duties associated with royalty, although not as representatives of the monarchy any longer. We were under the impression that the work they were going to engage in America aimed to endorse causes dear to them, such as addressing climate change. Nowadays, it seems that their sole intention is to become thrifty celebrities. Exactly as it is, neither more nor less. Nowadays, Meghan and Harry are going to great lengths to ensure that their names stay in the public eye. Camilla observes that this hypocritical behavior truly repels individuals. Camilla advocates for a principle known as "do as I say, not as I doism" in her writing. It could also be argued that this is relevant to Prince Harry's continuous struggle against the press. The Duke 39 has recently obtained permission to file a lawsuit against the Daily Mail and the Sun publishers, accusing them of engaging in unauthorized data collection practices. This immediately reminds us of the worldwide privacy tour. Once again, privacy wouldn't be an issue if Meghan and Harry genuinely desired it. If they desired to lead a regular life, no objections would be raised. However, the issue lies in the fact that individuals insist on expressing their desire for this, to the extent of taking legal action against media outlets. Furthermore, they consistently promote favorable stories about themselves in the media on a daily basis. We have absolute certainty regarding the source of this material. Every day, we encounter numerous articles praising Meghan and Harry, portraying them as unfairly perceived individuals facing harsh treatment from the media. However, the truth is that they are merely regular individuals, diligently striving to make ethical decisions. The level of nonsense is completely ridiculous. This information is directly conveyed by their team. According to Camilla Tominey, the trial between Harry and the other party has been delayed until 2025, implying that the conflict will continue for another year. The press: did the Sussexes truly imagine this as the progressive role they would take on when they left their bombshell announcement? There are individuals who may perceive themselves as devoting a greater amount of time reflecting on the past rather than focusing on the future. She is completely correct. And it's not as if they haven't had ample time. It has been almost 4 years since MEGXIT took place. We've been privy to their extensive discussions on various topics. However, what tangible outcomes have they produced? So far, they have managed to secure several financially rewarding agreements. However, we have yet to witness them demonstrate tangible results. Even Spotify has terminated one of their contracts. I have no doubt that Netflix will be arriving shortly. Indeed, Spare has been released. Their documentary series was released. Next, we were introduced to Meghan's archetype collection. Nevertheless, the entirety of this material focused exclusively on their connection with the royal household. Meghan and Harry were not contributing to any substantial endeavors aimed at shaping the world's future. For a period of time, Meghan and Harry persistently claimed that the issue stemmed from our lack of awareness of their perspective. After numerous repetitions of their perspective, it is clear that sharing their side of the story has not been beneficial for them. Actually, it has merely transformed them into objects of mockery. Consider the impact of South Park on their perception. Consider the impact that Family Guy had on them. Furthermore, experts argue that the way in which they handle ridicule is detrimental to their well-being. Ryan McCormick, a public relations expert, has given his perspective on the matter in an interview with The Mirror. He stated that expressing their offense regarding the recent satire was not a productive choice. Ryan stated that, in reality, this discovery is likely to further discourage individuals from liking them. Being in the spotlight as a public figure affords you special advantages and elevates you to a position where you are exposed to both accolades and disapproval. One aspect that troubles individuals regarding Meghan and Harry, which greatly hinders their likability. They are not able to take a joke about themselves. Their behavior frequently appears absurd from an impartial standpoint, and their inability to recognize this doesn't gain them any supporters. Ryan suggested that Meghan and Harry would greatly benefit from embracing self-deprecating humor in their daily lives. I agree with his perspective on that matter. He argues that Meghan and Harry should cultivate the ability to find humor in their own actions and avoid getting emotionally triggered when a TV show or prominent personality cracks a joke at their cost. Satire has been around for quite some time. I would say that satire has existed since humans first appeared on this planet. What is the rationale behind the Sussexes' belief that they deserve special treatment? Are they the sole public figures whom we are forbidden to discuss? Despite the palace's attempt to present Harry as a carefree and humorous prince who embraces life, I doubt he has ever truly been able to laugh at himself, which explains his strained relationship with the media. He desires to have control over the content the media publishes about him. He desires to restrict individuals from expressing negative opinions about him. Throughout his life, Harry has consistently attempted to demonstrate the significance and maturity he possesses, despite his contradictory actions. Confronted with ridicule on TV programs such as Family Guy and South Park, he becomes overwhelmed since it uncomfortably mirrors his own foolishness. Ryan McCormick's advice is undoubtedly valuable, however, it is highly unlikely that the Sussexes will adhere to it. Instead, it is my belief that Meghan and Harry will progressively fade into the background, until eventually we can peruse our newsfeed without encountering any mention of them whatsoever. That's it for the video. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and share with those interested. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Thanks for joining us, have a great day, and stay tuned for upcoming videos.